Hey everyone, and welcome back to Legally Teaching Engineer Sports. Today will be Wednesday or Thursday. One of those days, November 13th or 14th. Today is episode 1012, and we're doing another mashup. We're combining our regular episode with our passionate picks. So tonight's title, Getting Rich, off our picks. Why is that the title, Max?
Because we're going to be blessed by our guest picker tonight. His name is Richy, and that's what you need to know him by. Maybe it's his real name, maybe it's not. We'll have to ask him, but he's going to bless us with his presence tonight to make some picks.
That's right. We're getting Richy, a former Dutchman goaltender who was about as civvy as a basket of noodles, but he's a good guy, I'm told. So I'm looking forward to having him on for the picks. Before that, Sam, what are we doing?
Roundtable, pretty much that, and then straight to the picks. Should be, there's a lot going on, a lot to talk about. So
Sam, so this is 112th episode. We can do other things in the round table, don't we? We got the woo off, we got Serenity now, we got Sam's cooler talk.
I wasn't mentioned in the pre-thing I heard, but I also was half listening, so I said half the things. So I think I'm on par.
All right, Sam's on par. Let's get it going with episode 112, Getting Rich. Be off our picks. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. And not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Yeah, Shrek withdrawals. What is this?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking for music, and then I had Hey Now You're an All-Star came on. I was like, hey, let's go to the Sex Soundtrack. And then I haven't heard that song in a while, so that's why we're listening to it today.
Good song. So yeah, no disrespect there. Good song. I'm a believer that the Michigan Wolverines are the 2023 reigning and defending college football national champions. With that, let's go to the woo off. Presented by Alani New. Woo! It gets the people going. New flavor Alani New just came out with. It's the cranberry Christmas drink. Not the title, I don't think. But give it a try. It's green and red with a little bit of love. Up first with Alani New Woo moment. Sam, what you got?
It's more of a personal woo moment, but it's that feeling when you go bowling and you get a strike. That is a woo moment. Getting a strike when you're kind of running out of time to get a strike.
It's a good
Wow.
one, Sam. I'm gonna go 9. 9 out of 10. Even though there are 10 pins, I'm gonna give you 9. Well
Wow.
done.
That was not low-hanging fruit today. Good job, Sam. I
I
respect
mean,
it.
yeah, it was. We played 2 rounds, and I was on the second round with on the 8 frame, and needed to get a strike, first strike of the day. That was hype.
Hey, that's a good one. Did you win?
May or may not have lost that round to a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old, but we were out there.
Bumpers or no bumpers?
They had bumpers. Hannah was setting them up real nice, though. She got them quite a few spares.
Hmm. Okay, so those were involved. All right, either way, good Alani New Woo moment to get us going tonight. Max, what is your Alani New Woo moment?
I'm going back to my version of low-hanging fruit. Um, Michigan hockey, another great weekend of playing, another great sweep of a ranked team this weekend. Their victims was Notre Dame, back-to-back sweeps against Boston and now Notre Dame. So Michigan hockey don't look now. They're sitting at number 5 in the nation. Cool, calm, collected group, I think. They don't have a superstar, so they all pitch in. It's kind of nasty. So, woo! University of Michigan hockey.
Nice, 88.9. Well done.
Take it.
Um, all right, I'll bring up the rear for my Alani New Woo moment. So last year the Lions, they had some consistent field goal kicking, but they didn't have someone that could boot it in from deep. We're talking 50, 52, 52, 55 plus. Fast forward this year to an ex-Michigan Panther, Mr. Jake Bates, from Brick Boy to Automatic Toy. He is a superstar field goal kicker with Jack Fox holding the ball and Jake Bates kicking it home. The Detroit Lions field goal kicking unit is woo!
I'm gonna give you a 9. I'm just gonna give you 9. I'm gonna give you a 9.
And we tied. I like that. I stayed up for that whole game. That was a horrible game. But Jake Bates with 2 kisses off. He didn't kiss either pole or post, but literally as far right and as far left as you can make him from 58, I think, and 53 or 58 and 56. Awesome stuff from Jake Bates. So hell yeah to the Lions as well.
I mean, you should just stick right there to kick off the round table.
Yep.
Detroit motherfucking Lions. Holy shit. So this is what's scary about the Lions nowadays. They were supposed to lose that game, and they didn't.
Yeah. Sam, how many
That's
interceptions?
scary.
How many interceptions Sam did old what's his name?
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff throw.
Yeah, 5. I had the Texans D. I was vibing with it. I was perfectly fine every time that Hail Mary at the end of the quarter for a pick. I was like, please throw that. I hope you do. Love that. It didn't make a difference in the end, but I was here for all 5 picks. I was like, you know what? They're probably still going to win. I went to bed at the beginning of the third. I wasn't that dedicated to the cause, but yeah, 5 interceptions and you still win. Something's going right.
Yeah, that's I don't want to say I'm knocking on wood. Smells like team of destiny, and I'm here for it. Yeah, the Lions found a way to win a game they had no right winning. They didn't let the Texans score in the second half. That's incredible. Yeah, resilient stuff. Went for 2, down 10. Didn't get it, so they're down 9 and still found a way. I mean, it's just awesome stuff. The Detroit Lions are fun to watch and looking forward to them kicking the shit out of Jaguars this weekend. And then another thing to look forward to is Darius Smith. We're aware that he's the new line, the defensive end. Sam, so guess what? This is kind of like a twofold. He was at the Pistons game Friday night, and guess who else was at the Pistons game Friday night?
You guys were.
Yeah, that's right. Max, give us some thoughts on your up close and personal thoughts on Darius Smith.
Oh my! If anybody's gonna have to get a, I don't know, concealed weapons carry, is that man for his arms. That man's arms are the size of your head, Sam. He is a big mother trucker, and he was nice as could be. He was stopping with everybody taking selfies. He was there by himself, no other Lions. He just pulled up the day he got there, went to go watch the Pistons. I think he's gonna be pretty sweet. I think he's gonna be a dog. Dylan, about you?
Yeah, spot on. I agree with everything you said. Super nice guy. And then if you keep going with the post game after the Lions went on Sunday night, I mean, just everything he was saying was exciting and got me going. Lions did the right thing. I think letting him go home to Florida, check out his whatever happened throughout the hurricane. Needed the rest. I'm looking forward to seeing him in his 99 on the field now this upcoming weekend. Really looking forward to it. Sam, any final thoughts on Zadarius Smith?
No. I mean, I agree. I was glad that the Lions went and did something that they didn't just for we don't need it, because it was a little evident in that first half they could have used him out there for sure. So going forward, I think it will be great to have him.
I mean, I'm just gonna hit on this. I wanted to do back to Dylan talking about team of destiny. Is I don't know how much more picture perfect they could get when they're playing. Dan Campbell's interview that he did at halftime talking about need a turnover, we need an interception, our defense needs to come up big. Sure as shit, Carlton Davis gets picked right then and there as they're playing the interview. I mean, stars are aligning. I'm just going to say that. Knock on wood. But yeah, team of destiny.
Yeah, Carlton Davis's dog, 2 interceptions that game. I don't know. Brian Branch is a freak. It could be defensive player of the year. He's very good. Jameer Gibbs is very good. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 7 consecutive. I'll bring it up in the picks, but 7 consecutive games with a touchdown, franchise record for Detroit Lions. I mean, everywhere you look, Jake Fox, one of the best punters. I got jersey, one of the best punters in the NFL. Jake Bates, dog, kicking bombs. Dan Campbell, dog, didn't fuck anything up this past week, so that was good. Good job, Dan. Yeah, I don't know. Really looking forward to the Lions. Yeah, we'll touch on them a little bit more when we do our picks. But with that, Max, explain to Sam how Sweet Life it was at Little Caesars Arena.
Sweet Life was even better than we were there before. We were row 3. We walked down to our seats. There's a note on your seat from the NBA, not the Pistons, from the NBA fan code of conduct. So you have to follow. You can't be saying racial slurs. You can't be anything like that because you can hear the players on the floor. Two possessions into the game, the Hawks wanted to travel on one of the Pistons, and that's a bleep and travel right to the ref. Everybody in the first 6 rows, 3 rows could hear it. It was sweet. Cade Cunningham is an absolute dog. I'm just gonna leave that out there. He's a dog, and they hopefully win with Cade.
Did they win for that
They
game?
did because of Cade Cunningham. Goes down, gets a game-winning bucket. Hawks get a chance to take the lead to win the game. Cade with the game-winning block. So yeah, he does it all.
Yeah,
Okay.
dog. I
So-
second everything Max said.
So follow up though, because Max, you've been to a Red Wings game this year, correct?
Not the Sweet Life. I've just been to a Red Wings
Yeah,
game.
but you've been to a game.
Yeah.
So Little Caesar atmosphere early season, who has the better, Pistons or Red Wings?
Obviously, the Red Wings bring in a lot more fans right now than the Pistons. But I'm going to go with the
Both about
Pistons
the
because
same.
that was an electric win, and everybody around us and Dylan and ours, like arm length, were high fives all around, and we were jumping up and down with them. So it was pretty sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Red Wings game, but I'll tell you right now, the feelings are a lot different in the two fan bases. Pistons are overachieving, as wild as that is, with only 4 or 5 wins, and the Red Wings are underachieving with their 5 wins. They just got spanked again, like 4-0 to the Rangers. It's just different feelings in the two on the two teams right now, I'd say, Sam.
I mean, to speak to that, Dylan hit me with the Pistons have 4 wins currently right now. They got beat by Houston on Sunday. They're playing Miami tonight. But this time last year, they didn't get their 4th win till January. So they are overachieving by millions right now.
A month and a half.
Yeah, and that's a good point. So we'll go to that. So tonight they're playing the Heat in the first game of the NBA Cup. So the NBA Cup, the in-season tournament, right? I think the Pistons they win tonight against the Heat. There's no Jimmy Butler tonight, so that's good. But if the Pistons win, yeah, I think they set themselves up to have an opportunity to make it to that. I think it's quarterfinals, then semis. So I don't know. It could be pretty sweet. It could be a fun little watch for the Pistons this NBA Cup.
I mean, I kind of like what they do. I like the new floor. This year's floor, I think, is better than last year's floor. It's blue if you haven't seen it. Pistons floor is all blue. It's kind of sweet with their logo.
I still
It's
don't
gonna be weird.
why they
Weird. It's got to be weird for teams. Like I have it on the TV in the living room, but I assume the Heat are wearing probably black or red, and the Pistons are probably wearing white or blue. So that's really confusing on the floor. I feel like.
The Heat are wearing white.
Okay.
The Pistons are wearing black. It is a blue court. You won't be able to see.
So that's gonna be hard to
Yes,
pick up the
many
Pistons
things. Love
players.
it.
I feel like.
Wow, it is wow. That's something. There's a big ass trophy in the middle of the court. It's blue. It's a Pistons royal blue with black and gold in the inside. Wow, yeah, the Heat are wearing white.
And
Max your black jersey.
this year, every team's different. Every team has like last year there was like teams are the same, so like they all had kind of lumped together. This year, they're all different. So you got like a purple one for the Lakers. The Heat is bright ass red. Like the Raptors, I think, is black. It's all different. Yeah, so pretty sweet, I think.
I like it. Yeah, so everyone be on the lookout for the NBA Cup and have some excitement for your hometown Stones, baby. Sam, did you hear anything about Bitcoin in the NFL?
No.
Ooh, well, let me tell you.
You use it to buy tickets now?
No, not quite. But back in 2020, when Bitcoin was a bigger thing, right? So 4 years ago, an offensive lineman, I think he was playing. He got traded, so he re-signed with the team. Got traded, re-signed. His name's Russell Okung. He signed a 13 million deal, but he wanted half of it in Bitcoin, 6.5 million. So they gave it to him, and it trashed, right? So he basically was worth nothing. So he lost $6.5 million. Very disappointing. But he kept it in there, and then I don't know if people saw, but yesterday or 2 days ago, Bitcoin went up like 88,000%, and he turned his 6.5 million into over 40 million.
Love it.
Is currently that portion of his Bitcoin is more than his current contract in the NFL.
Yep.
I would cash out if I was that guy.
By his tweets, it looked like he's probably going to.
Yeah,
But pretty
you
sweet.
got my financial advice to anybody listening. This is free financial advice. Invest when it looks horrible, and don't touch it for 4 years. That's a good return. Just wait 4 years. There
Yeah.
you go. Free financial advice.
That's good. I like that. Free financial advice. Don't listen. Actually, start listening to his NFL picks. He's been pretty hot. Sam has. So yeah, and his financial advice. I like it. Max, what do you got for roundtable?
Have you guys brought the win and money back guarantee?
So what now?
Oh, yeah. All right. This is for East Carolina, the win and money back guarantee.
Nope.
No. All right. So you buy season tickets to either men's or women's basketball for East Carolina combined. If the men's and women's team win 35 games combined, you get your money back. Money back win.
If they do, so you're rooting for them to win more.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
Each combined, they got to win 35 games, whether you have season tickets to the women's, season ticket to the men's, doesn't matter. Money back.
What's their over unders, like 12 for both?
I did not investigate into that. They got the ass. They got the ass. Because
that's awesome.
They're sniffing around. If one team gets like 18 wins, 17 wins, their team pulls around 10, you're feeling lucky, you're feeling lucky.
That's only 28. I think your math's off.
Yeah, but I'm averaging that another team's gonna get you're gonna get 17 and 17. That's what you're rooting for.
Now we're feeling lucky. Now we're feeling spicy. What do you think those season tickets cost?
I probably assume if they're given the money back guarantee, probably normal. Maybe not as much as a Michigan, but a normal.
Couple burgers at Five Guys.
Oh yeah, Five Guys is expensive as shit.
Yeah. All right, so a couple burgers at Five Guys for Eastern Carolina Pirate season basketball tickets.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, that's a good one. I had not heard that. That's wild. They see now the other fan bases. I always thought you were going the other way. If the Kentucky season ticket holders and their team doesn't win at least 16 games, they should get their money back. It should be a flip.
Like a powerhouse like Kansas. If they don't win 16, money back.
Yeah. If Tom Izzo doesn't go to March Madness, everyone should get their money back for Michigan State season ticket holders. It hasn't happened in forever, right? 20-something or whatever it is, but yeah. Sam, what do you have for roundtable?
Max didn't even take it. The lowest hanging fruit of all. His Brighton beating Man City this past weekend.
Oh, it's on there. That just wasn't on my top of the list. It's on there. Not only did they win, it was a comeback win. Thank you very much.
Yes. Fantastic game. 100%. It was on while we were bowling. We were enjoying that. But yeah, I just had to bring it up because apparently Max, it wasn't high enough for him. But it's not even my team, but just them beating Man City is huge. And you guys are only 9 points back, Max, because of it.
I know. It was a big win. Big comeback win. They held Eric Holland off the score sheet, the big freak. So that's all that matters.
Hell yeah, Premier League, baby. Let's talk about high school football. Sam, your Catholics go up against my Belleville, whatever their names are. Bryce Underwood is now being coached by the one and only Connor Stallions. Connor Stallions, the former Michigan, whatever he was at Michigan, who then took an offensive coordinator, which then became interim head coach at a local Detroit high school, didn't make the playoffs. He has now been hired as offensive coordinator for Belleville and their playoff run. And I guarantee you his one and sole directive in life, get Bryce Underwood to the University of Michigan. That boy is a beast.
The guy that does the 97-1, don't know what's his name.
Man, I don't know, Benetti.
Michigan man, Jansen. He sent a party bus to Bellevue's first playoff game full of Michigan fans, cheer on Bryce to get him to come to Michigan. Meanwhile, on Saturday, Bryce flew down to Baton Rouge to watch LSU get their shit stomped. So, you never know.
I agree. You never know. And Max, your Howell KKKers are still alive. They beat Brighton by 2 points, and they move on to play the Dogs of the West Side, Hudsonville. So we're in the regional finals this weekend. Next week are the state semifinals, and if Belleville makes it to the state final, Max doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be at Ford Field watching. So
because they will be playing my Hal KKK members.
They would be. It'd be a rematch of the last regular season game where Hal beat Belleville, so it'd be a exciting one to say the least.
It'd be a great one.
Sam, you said you already talked about moving. Max, give us another one.
NCAA hockey. Have you guys heard the new rule or legislation that has come down from NCAA hockey, Sam?
No, man. Nobody gives anything on that.
No. Well, they're allowing Canadian Hockey League players, so that is your OHL, your WHL, your QJ, to come into NCAA hockey. So people that are paid are
Yeah,
allowed now to take scholarships. Yep, can come play NCAA hockey, which I think is pretty badass.
But only Canadian paid people.
No, that's considered the Canadian juniors. Like OHL is Canadian, Western States is Canadian. So all the Canadian junior hockey leagues that are paid
Yeah.
now come to NCAA hockey.
Yeah, but like, what about the American paid hockey leagues?
There aren't any.
Really?
The USHL isn't paid.
Okay, well, learn something new every day.
Yeah, so those are like Dylan. My first knee jerk reaction was like, "Shit, that's gonna make D3 even better because there's gonna be so many kids filtering the NCAA." But then, in the grand scheme of things, the guys that are playing in like the Western States and the OHL, they're usually gonna go take their money, and if they don't get like a NHL, AHL contract, they'll go overseas and they'll play in like Germany and they'll tear it up over there or like Sweden and stuff. So maybe not as big of an influx, but it's still pretty cool if you have that option.
Yeah, I don't think they would go to Michigan or a high tier team more than likely because I don't know.
That college experience at University of Michigan for 4 years is a pretty big selling point, I feel like. Yeah, Arizona State comes knocking on your door. Hey, you want to come party at the pool for 4 years? Oh, sure, man.
It is a lot warmer, so.
Just saying.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet. It'll be interesting to see when does that take place starting next year.
Yep, next year it'll be whenever they're allowed to recruit. I don't know if but next year.
All right, good deal. It's a good one. Sam, who is Hansel Emmanuel?
I feel like I've heard the name Emmanuel, but I have no idea. What is it? Who is it?
He is a one-handed basketball player for Austin P University, Division One. He's a gentleman who kind of got famous when he was in high school. Basically, he has one arm, and he is now averaging, I have it here, 5 points and 6 rebounds a game, playing 20 minutes at Austin P University. Pretty freaking cool, Division One basketball. Yeah, just drop that out. So yeah. Sam, did you hear? Are you gonna watch Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul?
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
When is it?
Friday night.
Shoot, man, I might invite the boys over, get a little drunk, watch a 2-second fight. Sure.
Who's gonna win?
Wait, what time Friday night?
Couldn't tell you that one.
Okay, I got Texas Friday night. I think Mike Tyson. I don't know. It's tough because obviously it's kind of fake. It's kind of paid. It's kind of questionable in a lot of ways. But I think Mike Tyson probably can take a punch better than whatever whatever his first name is, Ken.
Jake.
Is it Jake? Okay. Yeah, then he can, would be my guess.
Sam's on Tyson. Max, who you got?
I'm gonna go. It's rigged. It's gonna be Paul.
See, but it's rigged like Paul's paying Tyson, correct?
No, they're both going to make a shitload of money, I think.
I don't know where the money's coming from. It's a stupid amount of money. And when Dylan told me it was on Netflix, I went, why is this on Netflix? They can make so much money on pay-per-view, I feel like.
They're making more on Netflix for sure.
Probably because Netflix can just re-air it, and yeah, it's true.
How old do you think Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are?
Mike Tyson's 56. Jake Paul is going to be 29.
34 for Jake Paul.
Max, you're 2 off on both. 58 and 27. And Jake Paul gained 40 pounds to do this fight. He went from 185 to 224, 225.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, pretty wild. He looks bigger. So I don't know. I don't even know if I probably won't watch it. I'm gonna be doing other things. Sam, do you have anything else for the roundtable?
No. That's pretty much it. Yeah, like I said earlier, I went bowling, so you guys get a chance. I don't know when the last time you guys went bowling. It's been a minute for me. It's a great time. You should go.
I go to a bowling alley like once a week now, starting. So yeah, maybe one of these times I'll throw some balls down the alleyway. Let me ask you this, Sam. How much money should you put in a card for a wedding?
Depends what level they are or how far out of your circle they are, or whatever. Family, friends of a friend type situation as you go.
Let's go cousin.
I'd say that's at least a second to a second and a half circle, depending on if you hung out with them a lot. So I'd say at least 30, maybe 40, depending.
All right. Let's go significant other's brother.
Significant other brother. Conversations had, known, high fives given.
Minimal.
I would say you got to be at least in that $40 range, probably, because that's like family almost. And you got to look good because it's your in-laws potentially. And you even though you might be in, you still always got to be trying to get in.
All right. Is this financial advice from Sam?
No, that's horrible
Shit.
advice. If
You
you
want
want financial
financial?
advice, give a dollar and give a tip. Like, don't upset the wife. Cook a meal every once in a while.
Yeah, all right. I like that. Max, what are you gonna say?
Shit. You want financial advice? Significant other's brother. Significant other's got the tab.
Here first. I don't know if that has to do with anything in the upcoming near future, but I like it. Max, what else you got for the round table?
My last two things are more for our picks. I'll save them.
All right. My last thing that I wanted to do, two quick things. Shout out to Minnesota women's soccer, particularly Sophie Romine. They're hosting. They're in the NCAA tournament. They're hosting. I think they're hosting North Dakota. Could be South Dakota State this Friday. So good luck to the Golden Gophers women. Shout out to Michigan men's soccer who are in the Big Ten championship against Ohio State this Sunday. So everyone tune in to Big Ten and watch that and cheer on the Wolverines, of course. And then last, shout out to the city of Tampa Bay and good luck with your lives because they have to figure out what to do about the Rays baseball team. Yeah, that's good luck with that. It sounds like what's going to happen is they're going to have to bounce around different spring training facilities the whole season. It will fit their crowd. I think it would actually look pretty cool. But yeah, good luck to them.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a million AAA, AA baseball fields down
There's
in Florida.
5 within I think 20 minutes of them.
Like, yeah, it's a little smaller, but who cares? Sold out crowd every night.
Yeah, I don't know. So be on the lookout for that. All right, boys. Good round table of episode 112. Getting rich off our picks. Tonight's Serenity now. Sharon Moore. What the flying fuck are you doing? Calling a timeout, letting 40 seconds run off the clock. Sorry, excuse me, 29 seconds run off the clock. I don't think it was going to matter at the end of the day, but just his indecisions, his indecisiveness, frustrating to say the least. I don't think we're like Kalo. Yeah, we're not saying chop Sharon's head off. I got to give him some time. But starting freaking now, Sharon. Figure it out. Clock management 101. I don't think you could hear me from 596, but I was really hoping you could.
Excuses are like assholes. Everybody's got one. His excuse was he was listening to the next play call, so he wasn't paying attention to the clock. Bullshit, Sharon. Bullshit.
Yeah, let's go a step further, Sharon. How about your gosh darn freaking challenges? 2 straight games where we've had a challenge by Sharon Moore that I would rather shove my fist in a pile of shit. They're so bad. One was a clear drop against Oregon, and the second one, Max, remind me of the Indiana one.
Clear fumble that he wanted to challenge the fumble.
By Alex Orji. Yeah, it was as clear as could be. Like, duh, it's a fumble, and he still challenged it because he thought maybe his knee was down and he wanted to give his guys a chance to fight. Dude, you're hurting your guys when you make stupid ass decisions. Sorry, frickin' now. We're moving on. All right, let's get to Sam's cooler talk before we get to our picks and bring in Mr. Richy. Sam, 5 questions, 30 seconds. Here we go. Of the original 6 Logas, who has won the Loga Olympics?
Dylan and Max.
That's right. Don't forget it. What city in Germany hosted an NFL game last weekend?
I just blanked on every city in Germany that I possibly know. What was the first letter?
M.
Munich.
Yeah, good job. Name the Pistons mascot.
Paul.
Oh, it's funny. Hooper. Who won? We talked about the NBA Cup earlier. Who won it last year?
It was the Atlanta Hawks.
It's a bold
Sorry,
one.
cut out. What was it?
The Hawks?
The Lakers.
Dang it. I was like, that's too obvious.
Last question. How many straight games have the Kansas City Chiefs won?
9.
15. They won Super Bowl.
Whatever. Last season.
Yeah, good effort. All right, good effort. Good effort. All right, let's now shift ourselves to the passionate picks. All right, everyone. All right, we've moved our way on to the passionate picks portion of episode 112. Getting rich off our picks. Again, today will be Wednesday or maybe Thursday, November 13th or maybe 14th. So now that we are on to the passionate picks portion, let's first recap how we did last week, boys. Before we do that, Max, maybe we should introduce our guest picker, Mr. Richy. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. So with us, we're honored to have Aiden Richardson on, or formerly known as Richy. Richy was a standout goalie for Lebanon Valley College, one of my best friends at LVC. He transferred to who the hell knows where, but now he's doing something. Richy, thank you so much for hopping on today, dude.
Thanks for having me. Pumped to be here. Support the fellas.
I love that. Richy, we're a new proclamated GHLer, Great Heroic listener. Looking forward to hearing your selections in the college and NFL slate this week. Maybe not the best slate we've ever seen in college, but the NFL one should be pretty good. But yeah, before we get to Richy and his picks this evening, let's take a peek at how Olivia did last week. Olivia, not so hot in the NFL, 3.5 points total. But she beat out her brother Max, who came through with a 1-7 record and only one of his locks. Horrible effort, Max.
Holy schmoly.
And she's in 4th place right now in college. She will show up for the semifinals in the college portion if no one else beats her out. Olivia did not do better than Dylan. Dylan and myself went 8.5 points, 7-1 in college for me. It was a good week in college for Dylan. Sam, you tied Olivia at 6.5. Max again, piss poor, 5.5 points in college. Sam, you are tied with me now in college. We are ahead of Max in the college realm. And Sam, you are head and shoulders above everyone else at 46 and 33 and 1 overall in the NFL. You are kicking butt in the NFL. Good job.
Watch so much of it, it just really shows.
That's the most frustrating thing. He just shows up to these podcasts. He just goes, "Oh, close my eyes. Oh, this team, let's do it."
Right. You want me to go grab Bodie? Have him pick this week instead for me?
No.
Shut up, Sam. All right, so Sam's doing a good job. We have to get a little better, Max. We can do it. All right, before we get to our picks, shout out to Mr. Picky. Mr. Picky is offering $25 to either the lawyer, engineer, teacher, or celebrity guest picker, Richy tonight. If any of them go 8-0 with either their college or NFL picks. And if anyone goes a perfect 16-0, Mr. Picky has indicated he will quadruple that offer for a grand prize of $100. Mr. Picky's lawn service, where lead order meets gambling supporter. All right, boys, let's get to it. This is week 11 in the NFL and week 12 in college football. That's sad to hear and scary to see. Let's start right off with our picks in college. It's a noon game, I believe, Max. Take us to the ACC matchup, Clemson at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so Clemson at Pitt. I don't think Pitt's legit. I was on Pitt, but then they started actually playing the real ACC, and I don't think they're legit. So give me Clemson 10.5 there.
All right, you can have Clemson. Sam, you join him?
Yeah, I am actually going to join Max for Clemson. I would agree. I don't know. Pittsburgh probably is okay, but not as good as, I don't know, 10.5 is a lot. Yeah, I'll stay with Clemson. It's fine.
And Richy already sees the wishy-washy nature of Sam's prolific picking style. Richy, are you on the Tigers? Are you making it 3?
No, I gotta go Pittsburgh. I don't know. They got their quarterback from Alabama. He's gross. Like you can't tell me he's not. Like some of these passes he's making. But I know they dominated Syracuse. But then I don't know, Virginia was a wash. But I don't know, they got a bye week, they got Clemson. SMU is solid. I don't know. I think they got it.
All right. Richie's on Pittsburgh, 10.5. Analytics. Convince me. I'm gonna go Pitt, 10.5. I just think it's Heinz Field. Clemson just got shelled the week before against Louisville. They bounced back against one of the worst teams in Division I football, Virginia Tech Hokies. They're ass. So yeah, I'll take Pittsburgh as well to cover 10.5 points at home. Just feels like a big spread. Let's go to another big spread, but in the Big 12. Sam, are you on the Utes or are you on the Buffs?
Oh, I would totally ride Colorado every day of the week, but I don't know why I did. I just put Utah football into Twitter and saw they are rocking some absolutely filthy white uniforms for hopefully a snowy game. Give me Utah. Come on now.
Analytics right there. It is snowy in Colorado. It was snowy in Colorado. I don't know if it still is. You're the weatherman, Sam.
I'll look it up.
All right, look it up. I'll pass my pick on the Richie then while you're looking it up. Go ahead, Richie.
I don't know. I think I gotta go Colorado. I watched Utah a little bit, but without Cam Rising, I don't know if they're the same team.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on that. Actually, I agree. They are nothing. Max, I think, is gonna go with this as well. They're nothing without Cam Rising. They shot their wad against BYU last weekend at home. That was the Super Bowl of the year. Season's over. Colorado is out to just embarrass people at this point, and they're gonna keep embarrassing people. And the Deion Sanders are gonna kick Utah's ass. Max,
You said everything I had written down, Dylan. Last weekend was Utah Super Bowl. They shot their wad. They're going on the road to Colorado. Colorado's trying to make Deion Sanders $100,000 richer. They're going to win. They're going to win by a lot.
Sam, what's that weather report?
Oh yeah, 60 and sunny. It's gonna be bright white. You're not gonna see it coming.
The glare.
Enjoy that Utah pick, Sam. All right, I'll kick lead off on this next one. SEC battle between Texas and Arkansas. Arkansas has kind of fallen off. They're only 13.5-point underdogs at home. Feels like it probably should be more. Feels like somebody knows something that I don't. Oh yeah, it's the fact that Texas is a bunch of soft ass bitches from the Big 12 thinking they're SEC boys. I'll take Arkansas at home plus 13.5. Somebody knows something. It's a big number, but it's not. It should be a lot bigger. Come on, Arkansas. Sam?
2 seconds here. Let's see. Where's Texas? Oh yeah, it touches Arkansas. Give me Texas. It's not really a road game.
Fair enough. Max?
I think Texas is not an SEC team. They're not. They're still in the Big 12. But Arkansas is that dog water SEC team that's barely an SEC team. They're only SEC because they're geographically located there. So Texas is going to win. 13.5 is kind of big. Somebody may know somebody, but they just need to win by 2 touchdowns, and they will.
All right, Max on the Longhorns. Richie, what about you?
I think I got to go with the Longhorns. I mean, I hate seeing Quinn Ewers and all these commercials, but I think he's got it still.
He's a god-awful actor, too.
Oh, that's terrible. That's brutal TV.
That Dr. Pepper commercial I just saw where he's the police officer, whatever he may be, the sheriff, Dr. Pepper sheriff. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, he's got some ugly tattoos as well. All right, let's head to the Big Ten. Max, no, I'll let Richie kick lead off on this one. Michigan State at Illinois. Richie, who you got here? Illinois is a 2.5-point favorite.
I think I got Illinois. I think you got to go Illinois. They were gross to start the year, like nasty. Like then what was it, like 3 losses? I think just like a couple. Like was it? I think it was just a skid. Like I think they're coming back to form. I think you got to go Illinois all the way.
All right, yeah, they've lost. They've kind of hit a wall. They've lost to Oregon. They've lost to Minnesota and one other team. You're right with 3. I don't know off the top of my head. They are home. Michigan State lost their Super Bowl like Utah did, so things are kind of over for them as well. I'll take Illinois just to win by a field goal at home. Max?
Yeah, I'm taking Illinois. Like Richie said, I personally thought they were a good football team a couple weeks ago until they hit this skid. But one thing I'm going to say is it's a weird kickoff time. It's a 1:30 kickoff time because of that Chicago, Illinois area time difference. So Michigan State's going to still be kind of love drunk. So give me Illinois by field goal.
All right, I like it. Sam, are you joining the Illini or are you on Sparty?
I'm actually gonna take Michigan State. They have a bowl game to play for here, and the end of their schedule is totally doable to get into a bowl game. They don't necessarily need this win, but I think that's gonna be their motivation going forward, and I think they pull one out here at Illinois.
I like it. I like it. No, I don't. I hate that pick. All right, let's move on to an SEC battle. LSU at Florida. Max, we got.
So ever since LSU just lost, they have really nothing to play for anymore. Connor Stallions became what's his face's head offense coordinator.
Nice.
I am everything anti LSU. So give me Florida plus 4.5, and you'll see the real frauds they are.
Yeah, I think this is a battle of frauds. Florida's god awful.
The CEO of frauds.
Yeah, they just got ass blasted by a Big 12 team this past weekend. I don't know. I think LSU can at least run it up and down the field. It could be a weird shootout, but Florida's on like their fourth quarterback. So for that, I'll take LSU minus 4.5. Richie, what about you?
It's kind of tough. Like I don't know. It's both teams are kind of like wicked underperforming. I think I might go Florida with it. I think they just might come out on top.
All right.
And in the swamp too.
That's true. It is a difference maker in the swamp. It's still a tough environment. It's a very good point. Sam, are you riding with Richie and Max, or are you with me and the Tigers?
Yeah, every week I've been saying, take LSU, take the fans, but the fans weren't the answer last weekend at all. Actually, horrible show by them. So give me Florida here to put LSU in its place.
Gosh, clean sweep for Florida. That's bad for you guys. Good luck on that one. All right, let's move to the game of the week. This is where game day will be. Like I said, tough slate of football games this weekend. Big Noon's headed to, Fox Big Noon's headed to Colorado, and ESPN's headed to Georgia. For Georgia versus Tennessee, Richie, go ahead and kick lead off on this one. Tennessee's 9.5-point underdog.
I don't know. I think you got to go Georgia. Like Georgia's playing. They're playing for that playoff. They're playing for that first round bye too. I think they got a lot to play for. I don't know. I think Georgia's got a lot more on the table than Tennessee does. I think Georgia's going to come out on top.
Not so fast. Tennessee has everything to play for and more. They are ranked higher. They only have one loss. They're going for the bye. They're on the road. It's a 9.5-point spread. I think Georgia might win, but Carson Beck's a bitch. Tennessee's quarterback might be too, but I don't like Carson Beck. I'm on the Volunteers. Rocky Top. Max.
I'm also on Tennessee. For all those things said, it is an elimination game. Tennessee's sitting at the top of the SEC. They're playing for that. And Carson Beck's a bitch. And I like Tennessee's fight song, Old Rocky Top. It's a great song. Give me Tennessee.
All right. If I were a betting man, I'd say Sam's going to say Georgia. But Sam, who you got?
Yeah, see, exactly right, Dylan. Georgia is my trap team. I said Georgia every time they appear on here because it's Georgia. If you take Georgia, you don't not take Georgia. But every time they've lost, I lose that. So we got to switch it up. I'm doing bad in college football. We're trying to do something different. Give me Tennessee.
All right. I don't like it.
Worst case scenario, I'm, just with you guys. So
Yeah, the three of us
got to pick first, Dylan.
Yeah,
I'm doing bad in college. It's fine to go last.
So with that, Sam, who you got? Oregon at Wisconsin. Wisconsin are 14.5-point favorites at Camp Randall.
My like soul wants to say Oregon because sick unis, but at Wisconsin, I don't know. I don't think Wisconsin's really that good, but it's a lot of points. Give me Oregon.
Yeah, it's a good pick. Richie, what about you?
I'll probably go Oregon because I think Alabama came into Wisconsin too, and then Alabama just rolled over them. So I think you got to go Oregon.
I think I did pick Wisconsin that game, and that did happen.
Yeah, so you've switched. You've learned from your ways, Sam, basically. Max, are you joining them with the Ducks?
Yeah, I am. The only thing Wisconsin can do is jump around when a song tells them to. So Oregon.
Yeah, so Michigan, this was the same spread for Michigan. I think Michigan's better than Wisconsin. But fuck Dan Lanning. He's a prick. I am so against that douchebag for having to score a touchdown with 20 seconds to go and ruin the cover Michigan had in place. Go Wisconsin. I hope they somehow find a way to get an upset here, but it's not going to happen. So I'll take the 14 and a half points and pray. That's all you really can do. So I think Oregon's head and shoulders better. All right, let's move to the last game. We'll let Max kick lead off on this one. It's actually a very important game in the Big 12 again. BYU remains undefeated somehow. And Kansas coming off a wild victory, a really good victory over Iowa State. BYU 2.5 point favorite, Max. Who do you like?
Yeah, this is kind of crazy to me. That's only 2.5 points. I know I haven't seen much of Kansas. I've seen a little bit more of BYU, but at BYU, in the dark, 2.5 points. I think that's a lock. Some would even say it's free money.
Oh,
BYU minus 2.5, please.
Oh
it's not-
no.
oh no, Sam. Richie, are you going with the free money?
You gotta go with the free money.
Yeah, boy. Richie knows. Richie knows.
Mormon country.
Yeah, what else do they do? Nothing. They're ready to go.
Gonna be a lot of soaking that night. Sam, is it free money for you?
I was gonna take BYU till Max said his thing. And when Max says his thing, I gotta take the basketball school that might have a football game. Give me Kansas.
This Kansas money line is alluring to me. I'm going to tell you why. They've got one of the better quarterbacks in college football that nobody talks about. It's going to be a track meet. BYU's defense is ass. They continue to win games by the skin of their teeth. I don't know. They maybe are the team of destiny, similar colors to the Lions in college football. Maybe, who knows? This could be a fun year for BYU. I'm with Max, but I'm not saying it's free money. I'll have to see what the beers are talking like on Saturday night if I'm going to hit that Kansas Jayhawk money line. But for now, I'll stick Cougar 2.5. All right, good picking, boys in college. Let's get to our locks. Sam, kick off first with your two mortal locks and your likely loser.
I am going to lock a game you said you hated the most, which is, I think, Michigan State at Illinois. And then I'm also going to lock. I think I'm going to do it. I'm a full time. Double tap it. Give me Kansas. Lock it in.
Wow.
We're here for it. Big points coming this week in college football for me. And then my likely loser, I'm going to take actually Northwestern. It's 28 and a half. That's a lot of points. I think Northwestern can at least score maybe a couple touchdowns. Maybe.
Are they home or away at Ohio against
They're
Ohio?
home. So
In Wrigley.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. All right, I like that pick, Sam. I looked at it. Richie, give me your two locks and then your likely loser.
And I think I gotta go Pitt as first lock. I think they're gonna lock it in this week. Then probably go Illinois, second lock. I
I like that.
also hate to see Michigan State do well, so that'll be awesome. Likely, I think I gotta go Arkansas. I just don't think they gotta.
I like that. I like that pick, Arkansas. But let me change that. So you went. Hold on. No, give me a team that you think's going to potentially have a chance to win. That's down double digits.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you want, we'll come back to you in a second. So Max, give me your two locks. We'll let Richie look into it a little bit more, and then give me your like loser.
So my locks, Kansas at BYU. That's a lock. BYU minus 2.5. Lock it in. I had Illinois minus 2.5. I think
lock it, Max. Do it.
I do, but Sam's there.
Do it.
I need to make up some ground, right? I do. So I'm gonna go off the cusp. It was just Veterans Day. Give me Air Force plus 4.5 against Oregon State. Dog water playing dog water, but my dog water is better. Air Force plus 4.5. Now, my question to you: there's only one team for my lock that does not have a win this year in the FBS. Does anybody know who that team is?
Action, baby.
The Maction. Kent State, give it to me. 30.5 points at Miami. 30.5 in the Maction is not going to happen. Give me Kent State.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points.
Richie, did you find a likely loser?
Not yet. I'm still
All
looking.
right, keep looking. I'll give you mine. So my locks. Funny you say that, Max. I stared at Oregon State Air Force game for a while. I would have been on Oregon State. I did not. I stared away. Said I'm on Tennessee plus 9.5 at Georgia. I think it's a massive game for Tennessee. They have always lost these games in recent history. So I think maybe they right the ship. I don't think Georgia's all that. And then I have a game. My next lock is between three. So I'm going out to the San Francisco area. Cal Berkeley, right there, 20 minutes away. They're hosting Syracuse. I love the orange plus 9. Another game, 45 minutes away. San Jose State hosting Boise State. Love the Spartans at plus 13.5. So depending on which game I attend, I will be betting that game. If I don't attend either, I will be betting instead Hawaii -2 at Utah State. That is some dog water ass football team down there. My likely loser though, like Sam, will be in the Big Ten. Purdue plus 28.5 for Sam's Big Ten champions. Penn State.
I still think Penn State can do it. You heard it here first.
All right, keep holding out hope. I like that. All right, Richie, what's your likely loser?
I was just looking. I think so it's a team with a double-digit spread that you think could win, right?
Yeah.
I think Boston College at SMU. I think ACC. It's a 17 spread. I think they have a chance to pull it out.
I saw that game as well. I almost picked that. I like it. It's a good pick. Boston College, they can play a little offense, so I think they'll be able to hang with SMU, who's a very offensive team. So yeah, I think that's a good one. It's a good pick. All right, so Boston College will be Richie's likely loser in college football. All right, boys, good work, good picks. Let's move on now to the NFL slate. Let's get right into it. 1:00 games, Eastern Standard Time. Sam, you kick off, lead off here. Commanders at Eagles. Eagles are 3-point favorites.
Yeah, gladly. It's not a no-brainer, just the way the Commanders have been playing, but you can't. I don't personally pick against the Eagles, so give me the Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Richie, are you on the Eagles?
I don't know. I'm hopping on that Jaden Daniels wave right now. I think he's been nasty. He's been ripping it up. I don't know. I think he's got it.
I like it. It's a good pick. Jaden Daniels, he's a good fantasy football quarterback, or he is sometimes. He's hit or miss. He's my quarterback in fantasy football, and I lost last weekend. So out of spite, I'm picking the Eagles -3. I'm with you, Sam. Max, what about you?
Yeah, I think if this game was in Washington, it'd be flipped. They'd be favored, but they're on the road in a hostile environment, and I think the Eagles get the job done. I think they're kind of hitting their stride here. Things are looking up for the Schmeagles. So give me the Eagles -3.
Yeah, it's a good pick, Max. I have futures on 4 NFL teams. I've got Lions, Eagles, Steelers, Bills. So I like them all. Let's move to game 2. One of my other future Super Bowl winners, the Lions, host the shitbag Jaguars. I'll start. I'm on the Lions, 13.5. I know it's a huge number. Jaguars are likely going to have to start. Someone help me out. Former Patriot.
Drake May.
No, former Patriot from Alabama, number 10.
Oh, Mac Jones.
Thank you, Richie. Mac Jones. Yeah, Mac Jones is probably going to be a starter again this weekend. He looked like ass against the Vikings. The Lions defense just gets better. I think they're going to force some turnovers. It's going to be a repeat of that Titans game. So I'll take the Lions at 13.5. Sam?
Yeah, it's only 2 touchdowns. Give me the Lions. I think they easily win by that.
Richie?
I think Lions all the way.
Max?
I am also going to go to the Lions. They're at home, back in their dome. It's going to be rocking in there. Lions.
Yeah, it's Darius Smith first game too. He's going to do something sweet. So Lions for the sweep. I like it. Let's go NFC North. Max kick lead off on this one. Packers at Bears.
Yeah, this is ass playing ass. I actually heard something crazy that the lease for Lambeau is up in 8 years, and Green Bay doesn't want him back. So there's some feuds going on there in the small town of Green Bay, small city of Green Bay, I should say. The Bears are ass. Caleb Williams paints his fingernails. Packers and Jordan Love, please. 6.5.
Yeah, I'll take the Jordan Loveless Packers to struggle. They don't know if he's going to play this weekend. So I'll take the Bears plus 6.5. They're going to surprise some people this weekend. Richie, are you on the Bears or the Packers?
I don't know. I think I gotta go Packers on this one. I don't know if I'm on the whole Caleb Williams wave.
Fair enough.
Yeah, go Pack, go. Give me the Packers. It's gonna be a sad weekend in Illinois.
Damn, Sam out here. I'm surprised you haven't done anything Indiana related because your Hoosiers are off this week.
Yeah, don't have anything, and I'll be honest, I've learned my lesson with the Colts.
All right, fair enough. All right, let's go to Sam's lock of the week. Sam hit lead off. Ravens at Steelers.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I've been picking Steelers quite a bit this year, but obviously it's not enough. Give me Lamar, give me the Ravens.
All right, Sam's on the Ravens to win by at least 4 points at -3.5. Richie, are you joining Sam in the Baltimore Ravens?
I don't know. Steelers have been hot this year. I think I might have to go Steelers.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've already said they're one of my futures. The sexiest future, if I do say so myself. They look good. Russell Wilson has revived George Pickens. Their defense is nasty. I think the Ravens should have lost to the Bengals. I love this that the Steelers are plus 3.5 at home. Mike Tomlin is probably the second best coach. Dan Campbell's in one. Second best coach in all the NFL. Steelers plus 3.5. Like a no-brainer for me. Max.
Yeah, he's probably the third best coach in the NFL. My second best coach is coming up. Yeah, Steelers at home, 3.5. Mr. Unlimited. I'll take it.
It's a good call. It's a good call, Jim. All right, let's move to the NFC West. This is actually a huge game, the NFC West. 49ers won. I'll go first. 49ers won despite Jake Moody missing 3 field goals. But Seahawks come in after a bye. I think the Seahawks find a way to get this done. 6.5 point underdogs on the road, but Seahawks, I think they're frisky. I'll take the Hawks plus 6.5 at San Fran. Sam.
Give me the 49ers. They got Christian McCaffrey back, and man just put in light work last weekend. So this weekend's actually going to be some real touches, and it's going to be a good one.
So go ahead, Max, and talk to us about all those touchdowns Christian McCaffrey scored last weekend.
Yeah, so he didn't get a preseason game. So that was his preseason game. So this weekend he's going to hit the ground running, and he's going to run all over the Ravens defense. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be awesome. Him and Kenneth Walker are going to be throwing blows back and forth. They're both going to have like 6 touchdowns. It's going to be a high-scoring game. But, who's going to score last? Christian McCaffrey, 6.5 points.
Max has both those running backs on his fantasy team.
I
Richie, what do you think here?
I'm not sure. I think you gotta go 49ers over Seahawks.
All right, fair. I will be in San Francisco, and I hate San Francisco. So I just wanted to say that last point. All right, let's move on to the next game. Chiefs at Bills. Word on the street, Max, is that Richie is a huge Buffalo Bills fan. So let's let him kick lead off on this massive game where they're 1.5 point favorites against Super Bowl champions.
Bills all the way. I don't know how you I don't even know. Fuck, the Bills should have fucking beat him, and I don't know. It's getting in the past games. I think the Bills all the way. The Bills are gross. Like they just got Amari Cooper. Like they're nasty. They're ripping it up. Josh Allen has sub 5 interceptions all year. Like
True.
Give me the Bills. No roughing the fucking passer penalties or anything like Mahomes gets.
So Bills win this game by 1,000 points, right? Let's float that out there for you. But then they meet each other in the playoffs. How you feeling then?
That's in a couple months.
Okay. Well, let me flip this out for you. What if they just, as a team, come together and say we should lose this game? So then when we do face them in the playoffs, we have more pressure on the Chiefs. What do you think about that?
I think all the pressure's on the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yeah, either way. All right. So you're saying get this win now and then win them too.
Yeah, I think they got it. Build the confidence in the first game. Get the first win. Get the second win.
All right. Last question for you. Did a boo boo, fantasy football boo boo. I started Amari Cooper and he was out. Is he playing this week?
I haven't looked yet. I don't know.
Oh, all right. Well, when you find out, let us know. All right, Sam, are you on the Bills or are you on the Super Bowl champs?
I don't want to do this. I don't want to be that guy, but the proof's in the pudding. The proof's in whatever the heck is happening in Kansas City. I don't understand it. Nobody gets it, but they keep winning. And they're going to continue to do that. Give me Kansas City. It might be a perfect year for them. I don't understand what's happening, but it's happening.
Yeah. Max.
Yeah. Sam's so right. They just keep winning and they find ways, just like the Detroit Lions do. But they don't have something the Bills do. Their quarterback is not dating Haley Steinfeld. Steinfeld. Haley Steinfeld is going to give Josh Allen the best you know what the night before. And he's going to run out there and throw 6 touchdowns to Amari Cooper. Maybe. Bills -1.5.
What's she giving him? The best cheesecake?
High fives, hand hugs, kisses, everything. She's going to do him right. Wine, dine, and recline. Shout out to Haley.
Wow, that's nice. Good for Josh. Should have been an Eastern Michigan Eagle. So he went to be a Bronco. But the Bills are probably going to win this game. That's just what Bills do. They win games that don't matter. Yeah, I'm on the Bills. -1.5. They'll probably win this game because it doesn't matter. Taylor Swift will probably be there because she's going to be performing in Canada, the greater Toronto area pretty soon. So she'll probably be in attendance. But I'm on the Bills. So, yeah, I'll ride with you for now, Max and Richie. But when it comes down to it, I really hope they figure it out because I can't fucking stand the Chiefs either. All right.
You just got to love yourself.
Yeah. Haley, shout out.
Good job.
Yeah, thanks. All right, Sam, Bengals at Chargers, Sunday Night Football, the Carrie Underwood Classic. Who you got?
I don't know. That's a toughie. The Bengals looked really good the past weekend. But I don't know. At the Chargers, give me that home field advantage. I think, sure, why not? Give me the Chargers.
All right, Sam's on the second best coach in the NFL. Max, are you too?
Yeah, I'm on the second best coach in the NFL, Mr. Jim Harbaugh. He's just finding ways to win, and he's going to find a way to win. And he's only got to win by 2 points, which is sweet. So win by 2 points, Jim.
Richie, are you on the Chargers or the Bengals?
I'm on the win by 2 points, Jim. Wait.
That boy, Richie. It's a great pick.
It's a good pick. So if you had Jamar Chase in fantasy football last week, you probably won. And if you coupled that with Joe Burrow, you definitely won. So that was pretty sweet. I didn't have either. I think Max, you actually played against both, so you probably didn't win.
I did.
I'm going to join you guys with the Chargers -1.5. I just think the Chargers are playing great football. It starts with Jesse Minter actually on the defensive side. He's a dog, and I think he's gonna frustrate the shit out of Joe Burrow. So yeah, I'll take the Chargers in a lower scoring game than people will think on this one. So I'll go Chargers. Let's go to Monday Night Football. Richie, kick lead off between the game, the Battle of Texas, the Houston Texans at the Dallas Cowboys. Who you got?
I think you gotta go Houston. Dallas has been like fucking dog water. They're abysmal right now. I don't even know who their quarterback is.
Yeah, it's
but then Cooper Rush. That's what I thought. I wasn't confident on it. But then you got was it CJ Stroud? It's nasty. Like I think it's night and day.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So they brought in Trey Lance for 2 snaps, I believe the Cowboys did. It's bad. Everything's bad there. So I'm going to join you with the Texans. 7.5. This is going to be an ass whooping. This is going to be an embarrassment of riches. I think Houston hates Dallas, and I think they're going to try to publicly embarrass them on national TV. This could be like a 30-point win. So yeah, I'm on the Texans. Max, who are you on?
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb's gonna have to worry about the moon now. He's got to worry about the sun. Now he's gonna have to worry about the moon. They'll probably be playing in a new stadium next year. Jerry Jones is gonna rip it to the studs to build a new one. With all that going on, Texans are pissed off at what just happened. Like Dylan said, they're looking for somebody to take it out, and they just found the Dallas Cowboys, who are ass. What a better recipe. Texans minus 7.5.
Well said. Sam, who do you have in the Battle of Texas?
Yeah, bounce back game for Houston for sure. Give me the Texans. Yeah.
Enough said. Yeah, fair enough. All right, let's get to our mortal locks on the NFL side. We will let Max go first this time.
Awesome. That game that we just talked about, Texans at the Cowboys, minus 7.5. I forgot to grab my Texans hat. If I had it sitting next to me, I'd throw it on right now and rep it. My second one, kind of my first one, Chiefs and Bills. Give me the Bills minus 1.5. I'm not going to say those two words because it's not. It's going to be a dogfight, but they'll somehow squeak it out.
Not free money here in the NFL for Max. All right. Richie, do you have any free money with your mortal locks?
Unlike Max, I am confident enough to put my money on the Bills. They are a mortal lock. They're nasty. They're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Hey,
they got it. Like, I don't know.
Bills Lions Super Bowl. We all go to New Orleans and have a great time.
Oh my God, I won't remember a second of it.
He's being honest.
Fair enough.
Time.
All right. Who's your second lock, Richie?
Hey, you gotta go Houston. I think they're just gonna dominate. I feel like Dallas doesn't even stand a chance.
Great minds think alike, Richie. Great minds think alike.
Max and Richie mirror locks. I like that. Sam, are you going to go mirroring some more locks?
No, not at all. We're going elsewhere. You're talking Chiefs Bills as like, the setup playoff situation. Steelers Ravens is gonna be viewed again in a month or whatever. This is a big one. The Ravens need it. Give me the Ravens to lock this down. If they want to be a Super Bowl contender, they gotta start winning those types of games. And then I am going to actually lock the wife's pick. Give me the Packers. Go Pack Go at the Bears.
Packers minus 6.5. All right. I think it's a good pick, especially if Jordan Love is healthy and playing. That's the only reason why I went Bears. But if he's healthy and he's playing, yeah, they probably win by 14. All right. I'm gonna go opposite of you, Sam, with your first lock. I'm gonna go Steelers. I truly am the most confident in Steelers, I think, this weekend. I just think they get up for these types of games, like you're saying. The Ravens and Steelers games are just different. It's harder hitting. It's bloody. It's just weird football. And I think the Steelers, I know John Harbaugh is a super good coach. I think Mike Tomlin's a very good coach. It's going to be a really, really, really good game. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I'll take the team at home with 3 points. So Steelers plus 3.5. And then my other one, I kind of mentioned it earlier before Richie got on. Amon-Ra St. Brown has scored a touchdown in 7 straight games. It's a franchise record for the Lions. Make it 8 straight against the shithole Jaguars. He'll find a way to get into the end zone some way, somehow. So St. Brown, anytime touchdown for my second lock of the day. All right, boys, good picks. Richie, thank you for joining us. You did an excellent job. Well, we'll find out how great you did, but hopefully they turn out for you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Hopefully you'll be back on for I kind of didn't really mention this very well, did I, Max and Sam? But if you do well enough, you'll be back on later in December for our semifinals and then hopefully the finals, passionate pickoffs. So we bring back, I think we're going to do 4 people. So if you make the top 4, you'll pick off against another guest, a GHLer. And then if you're good enough, you make it to the finals where you can either earn a free shirt, a dinner on Max, or a random gift sent to you by Sam. So, yeah.
Go for that dinner on Max.
Yeah, I figured.
It's a date.
I figured. You guys picking the same locks in NFL. I figured as much. All right. Well, thanks a ton, Richie, for joining us. That's all for episode 112 of Legally Teaching Engineer Sports. Getting rich off our picks. Our quote comes from Dan Campbell, Max. We don't live off reputation. We live off work. Let's go, boys. Let's win some money this weekend.
Amen. Let's go.